What were you struggling with the most in dating before we started working together?
Be able to talk to them women that I actually was attracted to. My dating life was pretty tragic. The very specific thing was that first approach that I spoke about earlier. I realised I'm not harassing the girl, I'm not, making her feel uncomfortable. The space in between the approaches, which was good, you'd break it down, you'd explain what I'd said and how it was good, what I'd said and how it was bad.
What were you struggling with the most in dating before we started working together?
I think the thing I was struggling more with was being able to push myself out of my comfort zone and be able to talk to them women that I actually was attracted to, instead of the women that I thought, I think things will go well with her. If I wasn't willing to rock the boat as such and be able to just throw caution to the wind and be able to go, screw it, I'm going to try anyway.
What did your dating life look like back in the day before we worked together?
My dating life was pretty tragic. I think I had one relationship in college, lasted for maybe 2 weeks. We split up because she said that she saw me more as a friend, which wasn't really the most encouraging thing for me. And then after that, it was a lot of me trying to get with girls that I thought were on the same level as me. There were maybe 5s or 6s. It'd usually end with nothing, or us being friends, friends.
How did you feel around women that you were attracted to?
Actually, quite an interesting question. It was almost fear. Like, you went up to a girl that was very attractive and my heart rate would go up, my face would get red, I'd feel that everyone was looking at me, I'd feel that I was stepping out of line, that I was doing something I really shouldn't do, and that if I did this, everyone was going to judge me because of it, and everything was going to end, the world was going to end, the sky was going to fall.
How long were you struggling with that, bro?
Possibly up until the first time that we actually met up and started doing boot camp. I remember the moment that it stopped happening was the moment that I did that first approach, and it was like a roller coaster, driving down to you, my hands were shaking, meeting up with you and having a chat about how it'd be, soothed me a little bit, helped me sort of get over some of the nervousness, but then the moment that you were like, here's what I want you to say, I want you to try it, and you gave me the push and led right up to the point where I thought everything was going to end. And then the moment that I said hello and she gave me a very good response and smiled and was happy that I went over and had a chat and was willing to talk to me and was almost happy that I'd gone and spoke to her in a respectful way, everything, all the stress just vanished, disappeared. And in that moment I remember turning around and walking back to you, and it was like a high. I was on top of the world. It was incredible. It was like the best drug that I could have ever taken, but it was real. Yeah.
How was that affecting your confidence or how you saw yourself?
I feel like it really pushed me down. I was a lot less willing to speak out for myself, to raise my voice, to be, stand up straight, puff my chest out, shoulders back, and present myself to who I really wanted to be. I felt it was a lot more polite for me to just sort of fade into the background and not be seen.
Did that feeling spill over to other areas of your life, such as your work or your social life?
Yeah, I'd say so. I was a lot less willing to push into things that I could have done or that I wanted to do but didn't feel that I had the confidence to do. Instead of taking that step into the unknown and being able to go, I want this and I can do this and this is something I can achieve, I decide against it and I go, nah, I'll let the next person have this, or no, it's possibly too good for me.
So it had a pretty conscious negative effect on your self-esteem and just your general life.
Oh yeah, incredibly, yeah.
What was different about our work that helped?
I feel it was the fact that you were very present with me when we were doing it. I didn't feel like I was alone. I felt like whenever I tried to do this by myself, before getting in touch with you and getting some professional help with this, I felt like I was by myself, I was alone, and if anything went wrong, I would be on my own and it was me versus the world. Whereas when you were there and when You know, you were there to support me. I felt like I had someone that was on my side, that would be able to, not only in case anything went wrong, which it never did, um, at the end of the approach, you'd be able to sort of sit me down and relax and be like, okay, this is what's happened. This is what you've done good. This is what possibly we could do better next time. I felt that was, yeah.
So what helped you was kind of almost feeling like you have someone who's competent there to guide you, but also you felt like you had permission. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like the confidence knowing you've got someone who already knows this, while at the same time knowing that you can do it. You know, having that confidence boost for it is, yeah, big help.
Was there like a specific moment where something finally clicked for you?
I feel the very specific thing was that first approach that I spoke about earlier, where I realized that it's not something, I'm not harassing the girl, I'm not, you know, making her feel uncomfortable. If anything, if it's done right, you make her feel good. You know, it's a confidence boost for her. It's something that you can walk away from and think, I've made her happy, she's made me happy. This is just a good interaction, it's healthy. Yeah, I feel.
Would you say it's important for guys to know the correct way of approaching women to feel more confident? Do you think that brought you more confidence?
100%, yeah. If I was to approach and I didn't know what I was doing, I could potentially make the girl feel uncomfortable and she'd give me a bad reaction. And that would only further make me feel like what I was doing wasn't a good thing to do. Whereas if I'm given the right approach and I'm given a way to do it which is respectful and is confident, it gives off a good reaction, it's a good feedback loop.
What tools, exercises, or advice was most useful to you and helped you the most?
I feel for me it was the space in between the approaches, which was good, because on occasion you'd mic me up, I'd go into the approach, I'd do my lines, you know, I'd improvise, I'd say something that I wanted to say, what I felt I should say in the scene and how it should go from my point of view. And then at the end of it, I'd come back to you, you'd listen to what I've said, you'd break it down, you'd explain what I'd said and how it was good, what I'd said and how it was bad, how we could make changes, how I could even just restructure or the way that I was presenting myself in the scene, the way that I was standing, if I had my hands in my pockets, I was hunched over, or if in another one I was stood up and I was present more. Like that feedback in between the approaches was definitely very good, because it was something I could implement very quickly, and I could get very fast improvements to show me that this is something I need to do in the future. It was very easy to learn from.
So it was having clarity.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what is your dating life like right now after the mentorship?
It's going really good actually. I've got myself a girlfriend. She's she's super cute. She's very beautiful. She's super wholesome. She's very relaxed. She's the type of girl that I could only have ever dreamed of before coming on this adventure. And now that I've finally got there, I just feel like I've done it. I feel like I've passed that check that I was stuck on for so long, and I can only thank the experience of you for that. So thank you.
Anytime, bro. Anytime. It's amazing to hear, obviously, that you got the success, and it's funny that, yeah, I remember when you met her, it was on the boot camp, and let's be truthful, you weren't even gonna approach her because you had your food in your hand, and I had to push you. Remember?
Smelled barbecue sauce. There was something in that barbecue sauce, man. She just digged it. But yeah, no, it was definitely that push, and there are points where I'm about to go to sleep, and you know, I think back on it, and if it wasn't for that push, I don't think I'd be where I am now with her. And yeah, I can only say thank you for that.
Amazing, bro. I'm always there to push you, so I'm glad I did it then. And you know, because it's easy to not approach, right? Like, it's the easiest thing in the world to just, you see someone you like and you just kind of let them walk by and you're probably never going to see them again. The harder thing is to take that step and do the approach and put yourself out there. But what's more beneficial to, long term, to your confidence, to potentially what could happen with your life and the impact that it can have. I mean, you're kind of like a walking example for guys that are going to watch this to just, take action.
Yeah, well, that's it. If you don't take action, somebody else will. Would you rather it be you that goes out there and gets the girl, or would you rather you sit there and watch somebody else get her? She could be the one for you. You just don't know. You've not met her yet.
100%. And how many women before the mentorship did you just walk by where you were attracted to them, you wanted to talk to them, but you didn't take action?
Oh, hundreds. Possibly even more. Thousands. Yeah.
But now you have it. Now you got a girlfriend.
Yeah, there we go. See, and now I'm over the moon. I'm so happy.
What's something you've done recently that like the old version of you just wouldn't believe?
Oh, I mean, other than the girlfriend, possibly before I got with her, I remember we went on a boot camp to Prague, and I think, just the volume of girls that I was openly comfortable to be able to go over and talk to. And they're very stunning European women as well. Just the confidence that I had being able to go over and just talk was something that I never would have even fathomed doing beforehand. It was incredible.
Would the old you be jealous of the new you?
100%. If anything, they'd be looking at it going, nah, it's not me.
That's me from a different universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. I think when we went to Prague together. I mean, I don't think guys who just watch videos realize how much of a benefit doing something like that is to a person's confidence, self-esteem, masculinity. I mean, again, you were probably approaching 15, 20 girls a day over a period of like 5 days. It was pretty incredible for everybody involved. I mean, you were there. You can vouch for that.
It was pretty insane. And I feel a lot of people would think that, going to another country will put you further out your comfort zone and make you feel more uncomfortable. But I feel for me it was because I was in another country, I had that disconnect of what other people thought, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm in a foreign country, no one here knows me. Even if someone does, so what? If I go to talk to a girl on the street, what I feel in my head is a giant deal. For other people, it's two people having a conversation. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean, you could be friends, you could be old colleagues, or you could just be approaching her because you find her attractive. People just get on with their lives.
There you go. People will just walk past.
A lot of people wish that they were you, and
yeah, they do.
Yeah, a lot of guys are watching because they wish they could have done what you're doing.
Yep.
Okay, so how does it feel to finally be confident in this area of your life, in your dating life?
So I feel that because I'm more confident in my relationship and in this scene, I feel like because I'm confident, everyone else sees that I'm confident. Everyone else feels more relaxed around me. They feel more chilled, and it's something it's just an infectious thing. I'm confident. Everyone else looks at me and thinks, he's got this. He's handling life. I'm gonna follow him. I mean, the amount of friends that I've made just because my vibe's been so much more chill, relaxed, it's good. Yeah.
So it's not just dating that's improved, it's literally everything that's improved.
Yeah, pretty much. I've even my career, for example, I took a chance and I moved into a job that I never thought I could, and now I stand up and I talk in front of 10 to 20 people every single day. That is my job, and it's something that's because I'm confident and because I feel like I can do it, I will do it. Even if I have that slight feeling in me that's sort of going, ooh, this is a bit too, it's almost enjoyable now. I like that pull in my chest when I stand up in front of people, because I know it's something that's helped me achieve things that I can do.
Yeah, and that all kind of stems from our work together, from gaining that confidence in dating and just kind of like spread it over areas of your life.
100%, yeah. It just, yeah, it's very infectious, but in a good way.
Would you say it's beneficial for guys to seek help from a dating coach if they are struggling with their dating life? And I'm actually curious to hear if you do recommend it, why?
Yeah, I'd definitely say it's worth getting help from a dating coach. Like, you can do this alone. You can do this alone, but it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of effort, and it's going to hurt you quite a lot. Because going out there alone, you're on your own, and after every approach, your vibe's going to drop, and it's going to drop, and it's going to drop, and it's going to drop, and eventually you will be exhausted. And a lot of guys will see that as disheartening. They'll see themselves as not getting better. They've dropped into a pothole and they don't know how to dig their own way out. And because of that, they'll just eventually either enter a spiral or just sort of go, this isn't for me. I can't do this. I don't want to do this anymore. Whereas if you've got a coach, they're there for you. They're going to help you. You'll do an approach. Your confidence will drop a little bit, but then after the approach, you'll come along. You'll give me tips and tricks, things that I've done well, what I can improve on, and how I should go into the next step, and it boosts my confidence up, so that when I go into the next step, I'm not starting at the same position. I'm almost, my vibe is better, my approach is better, my attitude is better, because I have the confidence in knowing that you know what you're talking about, and you've given me the tools that I need to succeed. It's such a confidence boost. I think it's something that guys do.
So, final question. Would you recommend this to other guys out there who are struggling with their dating life or confidence?
Yeah, 100%. As a guy who was struggling with both dating and confidence in my younger years, I've only got to where I am now because of coming out and doing sessions with you. It's something that I believe that if you have low confidence or you have problems with your dating life and you want to overcome them, you want to be the best man you possibly can, get the girls that you want to get, and progress your career even, or just do something that you feel you can't do, it's something totally worth it, and it'll expand your mind in ways that I can't even explain. All those guys out there watching who feel like they lack confidence, I'd recommend drop Seb a message. If it's increasing your confidence or just being able to date the girls that you really want to date, it's something that I feel really benefit you in ways that I can't even explain. It's an incredible experience.